So okay, so what are we looking at right now? Let me take a look here. I am having some issues with my second monitor, so I may be moving back and forth. $1,600 for the day. Let's see where we started. Actually, we started at $136,000 and we are currently at $137,000. Okay, so we're just gonna wait a couple of minutes and we will get started with the live. We will be analyzing the market. We'll be analyzing a couple of stocks. And we'll be going over a few ticker symbols that you guys wanted to go over this morning. So we're just getting ready. All right, so we are, like I said, just making sure that everything is working. If you guys can hear me okay, we should be. Yep. So hey guys, welcome to the channel. Let's talk. I believe is moving as well. Or well, pre-market was $8.78. So anybody who got in at $8.78 is looking good. So things are moving. Volume, let's take a look at the volume and see what the volume is looking like. And you seem to be picking the right stuff. So let's take a look at what you have, and I'll tell you guys what I'm looking at, and we can go over the selection for today. So Rocket, AMC, we're going to be day trading a little bit today, guys. I told you guys this earlier. I think it's a good time to start day trading just because of the movement. There's a little bit of volatility. Volume is relatively low in the market, although the market is green today. So market is extremely bullish today. I think we may be able to trade some momentum stocks later in the day, which we will do. If we find a couple of trades that we can get into, a couple of options maybe that we can get into, maybe make like $500-600 really quickly, that would be something that I would definitely work on in the portfolio. So RSI, really quickly, RSI pre-market for buying, and I'm assuming that is because of the dip that we just had right now pre-market. So let's take a look at where we're at. And I'm gonna zoom in just a little bit just to get a better idea of where we are. Okay, so this is currently where we're at with AMC. $8.83 is currently what it's $8.81. So it does seem to be dropping. Let's see what Rocket is. For those of you guys who are members, I did notify you that we sold Ethereum at 1602. And it does seem to be dropping beyond that right now. So 15.99. It did go up all the way to, I believe, like, let's take a look at what Paya is looking like. I think, was it an E? Look at that. Look at the volume there. So Paya looking good, actually, believe it or not. Volume is quite low at the moment, but we did have this huge candlestick, and that candlestick did move the stock quite a bit. Where it's bought enough, I think we will have good momentum on Paya. So we are going to be looking at. I think Rocket keeps dropping. It is possible. I mean, the volume on Rocket is actually in the red as of right now. So I mean, it's totally possible that Rocket does keep dropping. Although, I just think that with Reddit and what's going on Reddit, things are things are very unpredictable, and it does, and there is a probability for both AMC, in fact I think over, and see if we can get a squeeze out of both of these pre-market. We're also going to take a look, let's take a look at GME as well and see where we're at. I think GME is kind of phased out right now. It may have cooled down a little bit. Let's take a look at GME. Here you go. GameStop. Okay, so let's take a look at GME as well and see where we're at. Ooh, GME has volume going up. Why is that though? Rocket's volume is just tearing it up, even though Rocket is moving down. Like, there is a more sell than buy in the pre-market. We are at 36.29, which I believe is close to the bottom for the day. Pre-market Rocket's bottom was 36.14, and we are currently at 36.19. So you may be right, Rocket may be going down. So Paya does seem to be holding. GME is looking good. Ethereum is also looking good. In fact, let me change the Ethereum chart to another stock. Any other ticker symbols we're looking at today? So you know what? I'm actually going to give you guys something that I like, and we're going to measure and see some of the stocks that I'm liking based on market trends today. So volume is extremely low pre-market for for VGAC. I like VGAC. I think they're good. I think there's a catalyst coming there. Also, let's take a look at Excel Fleet. Excel Fleet did, for those of you who know me and know my portfolio, you guys know that I'm starting to kind of hate Excel Fleet a little bit. Not the company, just the ticker. I do think that the company is doing great, and I think they're in a very disruptive space, and I think they'll be amazing once they actually have MVP for the people. But it does seem like they are up even pre-market, which is amazing. I mean, okay, so Excel Fleet is actually looking good. The volume is looking good. Things are looking good with Excel Fleet. Let's take a look at Open, which is, of course, our favorite. And let's see what Open has. Ooh, look at that. Look at that sell-off. Look at that sell-off in Open, 31.27. Okay, actually looking pretty good to buy, possibly. Let's take a look at Open and see what is going on there. Yeah, I am losing in Excel, as am I. You know what's weird is that I actually got a comment from somebody yesterday on why I show my portfolio to you guys, even though I'm losing. And I thought, I thought it was pretty cool that I'm transparent and I show you guys my wins, my losses. We went up to 175,000 so quick, and we came down very quickly due to the market. I believe if the market had held, we would probably be at 200. I guess actually Open has dipped enough to where I'm comfortable to jump back into it. Now, what I did, my strategy was I did buy Ethereum overnight, and for those of you who are members, you know that I bought Ethereum overnight. We paid $1,400 and change, and I sold it earlier this morning at $1,602. So we made a quick profit. I want to say it was like a couple $100 profit overnight while we sleep in Ethereum. I did identify the trend as bottomed out. So I think Ethereum has bottomed out, and that is going to be the true bottom for Ethereum moving forward, unless we have some major pullbacks. Of course, if we do see some major pullbacks, Ethereum could go down. We invested $5,000 in Ethereum. Actually, I can show you guys just to be accurate on the trades that we made overnight. And of course, this was something that I disclosed to all the members, so you guys, that we are buying Ethereum, and we paid $5,000, 38 basically, and then we sold $5,000 earlier this morning at $1,600, and we sold 3.12. So we walked away with a little bit of more Ethereum in this portfolio. There are going to be some options. So the options, the way it works is I usually trade in and out of options fairly quickly. I don't know if it's something that we could track unless I do a live trade. If I do a live trade, and it would be a trade that I would have to be like literally online the whole day to show you guys a real estate business as well. And I do run other things as well. So, it's very it moves in and out quite a bit, which is why my portfolio is more long-term. It's all companies that I think are high growth companies in 2021 that have catalysts and that have momentum behind them. So hopefully we will get this portfolio to where it needs to go. It's just going to take a little more work, but I could do lives, I guess, to show you guys any option strategies that I have, or I could post, I guess, in the private messages when I am buying and selling options, although some of them are really quick. Like we get in, and then within like 5 minutes we're out. So that would be a lot of posting. I think we could do that, though. I don't think it's something that's not doable. So GY, if I do look at options, you know what? I'm gonna try it starting today. I'm gonna try to post in the comments or in the community section whenever I am buying and selling an option, and I'll try to keep up. I'll see how it works today. I'll test it out. If I feel like it works good, I can probably do that every day. Yeah, I think let's try it. So I'll do some options alerts as well in the community section today. We'll test it out. We'll see how it works. If I feel like it works well, we will continue to post options as well. I mean, because I do spend most of my time in front of this computer doing multiple things. So I'm sure we could do that. Okay, what ticker symbols do you guys want to look at? With that being said, now I showed you guys what we're looking at a little bit. Oh, moved down actually a little bit rather. And things are, that's the only, the volume. Ooh, look at that candle. Volume looking good on Robinhood. I actually like looking at the charts in Webull a little bit. BNGO, let's take a look at the, oh, beautiful. BNGO, look at that volume. Look at the MACDs, guys. Wow, that is good. I think BNGO company, oh, better on what's going on. So it does look like it's, It does look like we may have a MACD reversal on Tilray. So let's take a look. Let's wait for that next cross. Now, as you guys left, and then market is going to open excited. Sell-off pre-market, but the MACD, and it doesn't look like the MACD is reversing anytime soon. So let's just wait and see what the next candle looks like on Nano Dimensions, right? That's what it's called. By the way, Nano X Imaging is also a good trade, I believe, but I want to look at Nano Dimensions. So there you go. We found it. Let's look at the volume. Ooh, it's not looking too good. We actually had a bottom out, it looks like, at $9.62, which is okay. So BNGO actually looking so far, out of everything that we've covered so far, BNGO actually looking the best right now for me personally. Let's look at Piton. Let's take a look at Piton and see what Piton is looking like. I don't know. Let's take a look at the so let's take a look at what is going on. BNGO, much quantity. So this is Piton. Next candle was red. The candle beyond that looks like it is going to be opening green. The issue is on my end, although I mean, I don't have any errors popping up on my end just yet. Guys, let's hit that like button real quick. Everybody hit the like button. Let's just zoom out a little bit. And it does seem to have reversed. Strange. And it's seeming to come down after that reversal. So yesterday we did see a little bit of a ride today with the SQQQ. Let's all get in unless we have major volatility. What do you think about SIG? I'm personally not invested in it, but let's take a look at what they're looking like today. Is it SIG or SIGG? Is it Signet? Look at that movement, and it's moving. It's moving, and it has volume. Look at the volume on this, man. The volume on this coming in pre-market is looking. Volume come in pre-market. It went all the way up, and then we had a little bit of a sell-off. So I'm assuming all those stop losses or exit. Wait and see what happens there. Okay, let's just quickly. Not really moved much. So let's see if we moving. Oh, Bitcoin. The market's open. And Bitcoin does go down a little bit. So what ends up happening is we see a little bit of move in money from Bitcoin into the stock market. Put for target 148. Let's that. But guys, SLGG may be a play for us in the day. I need to just take a look because MACD is looking good, RSI is looking good. We just moved to BNGO because that was another runner. You know what? Actually, when I look at the 5-minute candle, it is still looking good. Although it does not seem to be able to hold that. LGG still looking good. MC or Rocket for today and just buying in and out of them. And that's just me personally. So since this is not looking that great now, let's go back to the volume moving into AMC as well. And I think they're easy plays. I'm going to go from there. Okay, so SLGG, in fact, let all the three so we can see what is going on here. Okay, so $8.93. I mean, it does seem like we do have some huge volume moving into AMC. Okay, let's get in the 5 minutes so you guys can see what is going on with it. It does seem like we do have a little bit of momentum moving into this last candle over here. So, I mean, we're going to continue to take a look, obviously. Let me actually move this up so you guys can look at GG letting go of a little bit of gains. But, the sell-off is not that big as of yet. So let's just see what the next candle looks like. And I think the candle after that is the market open. What's going on? Okay, I'm going to take a look at one more stock before we start monitoring the volumes on these three companies. VXRT. Let's take a look at VX. A mid, so it's going to take a second for this to reverse, meaning I don't think we're done bottoming out with this. It looks before we open, or either last or second last candle before we open, just depending on what this 1 minute looks like. Because I'm on the 5 minute here. If I click on the 1 minute as well, and we're gonna get to see, looks like, so not too much volume on this kill. Gonna be seem like it is closing a little lower, which is okay. Not too okay. I'm gonna be looking at a couple of charts here. It looks like, being said, this is market open with me. I'm gonna be doing a little bit of trading off